Hi, I've been fascinated by how some fairly complex concepts in English, and complex here often means that you are combining a few simple things together. Well, how some of these complex concepts just seem a little easier to understand in Chinese. And I think that's due to one of the characteristics of the Chinese language, that the characters themselves have meaning. So you can directly see the simple concepts which combine as you look at the words. So I'm going to use Ohm's law as an example here, and we have this simple electronic circuit, and we have a battery which is connected to a switch which is initially open. So the battery sets up a voltage, and we have a resistor or a light bulb here, and as soon as we close the switch, we set up a current, and the current is directly proportional to the voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance. We can often represent it in a triangle like this. Current is directly proportional to voltage and inversely proportional to resistance, and we can represent this mathematically like this. Okay, but let's have a look at some of these words and how they come together. So we have Dian, Dio, which is electric current, and literally this is electric flow. Voltage, this is simply Dian Ya, which is electric pressure. So a hydraulic analogy is often used to explain how often when you have high water pressure, you can create more flow through a pipe. But if the pipe is very narrow, it has a greater resistance, then you have less flow. Again, so you build in this analogy with water and hydraulics directly to understand Ohm's law. But you can see in the Chinese that that's directly built into the language. Now, to try and explain the concepts of directly and indirectly proportional, we have Zongbi, which is simply straight compare, and Funbi, which is simply opposite compare. So I think for somebody young who's getting into this for the first time, to be able to consider that a flow is direct compared to a voltage, or a pressure, direct compared to a pressure, or a flow is opposite compared to a resistance, is just a little easier. Back to concepts which are closer to home. Thank you.